company's logo should be more than just a cool design like that one. It should reflect the company's mission while leaving a lasting memory to the consumer. And in the hands of the right designer, it can also be a work of art. Take a look. Logo design is an important area of graphic design as well as art in general. The current era of logo design arguably began in 1870 with the first abstract logo, the Bass Red Triangle. Fast forward to 2014, and one of the craft's premier designers welcomes you to his world of logos in the next dimension, now showing at Gallery 901 in Santa Fe. What strikes me about your work is that you really, you approach logo design really as a work of art. I think a lot of times people might think of a brand or a logo just as a corporate identity, but there really is artistry behind your work. Tell us a little bit about your philosophy when you approach designing a logo for a company.
Well, first of all, a logo should reflect the intrinsic value of a company. I find that there are a lot of logos on the market where people put just 3 or 4 typefaces side by side, but it doesn't reflect the product or the service that they deliver. Now, if you can amalgamate that, the typefaces and the product, and you make it in one view, that one image, then you have a winner, because people see 2 things at the same time, and they can read it, they can recognize it, and they will never forget it.
The name shows a ship actually, with a bow and a bridge and a rudder. And the O in the line is a Plimsoll mark.
Wilfred Heist is an American artist working and living in Santa Fe. He was born in Belgium and trained in the field of visual communication at the Higher St. Lucas Art Institute in Brussels.
I've been designing for 45 years, probably now. And I went to an art school in Brussels. And in high school, art school, we designed 3-dimensional models and all these things. And then we could go into architecture or photography, sculpture, and I chose graphic design.
Heist designs without the aid of a computer, relying on old school artistry. In addition to his print work, Heist takes his art into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th dimensions.
I got the idea to make, basically that's the first one, and I want to make a series of different knots. But this is a knot that I designed, It's not a knot that the sailors use. This is custom-made knot. These ends are in reality a real mirror, and it's mounted on a Lazy Susan. This is a model made in cardboard and foam board and so on, and it's, as you can see, 3 pieces, and they can rotate. I was in contact with engineers of MIT and in Boston, and they are developing a settlement on Mars. But if they're really gonna live there, eventually they're gonna have a need or an interest in art. Then we can take advantage of the non-gravity environment. When this would be floating in space, and it can open and it turns and it spins and it rotates, it becomes kinetic art. What is special with kinetic art is that it changes. You see a different form over a period of time. So time becomes the 4th dimension. These things here, these are supposed to be solar panels. When it opens, this one would now catch light and produce power to send out a radio signal over the antenna. So now sound becomes the 5th dimension.
Logos in the Next Dimension shows through September 19th at Gallery 901, located on Canyon Road in Santa Fe. For more information, head over to casa.com.